I know you said that there's never a one size fits all, but when you are advising a company on their implementation budget, like what percentage should they actually be allocating to data migration versus configuration and training
Honestly, it should probably be anywhere from 25 to 40% for data migration
of the overall budget?
of the overall budget. And the thing that you have to remember in that is that's not just the act of moving the data, it's testing the data, it's doing it repeatedly, it's setting it up in a industrial fashion so that when you go live, what you're not waiting on is your data. You're checking it. The people know how to check it. There's a lot that goes into data, not just figuring out where to move it, but being sure that at go live, it doesn't become a stumbling block, that you have a lot of plans. I've had instances where I was doing data migration with a group of 10, 12 people. It was over 100 million records we were moving. I mean, this was a very large implementation. And we got to the point where we were loading that data every week. This was in AX 2009. This was a ways back. You know, we practiced it over and over and over again. And part of the reason that we did that was because the system you're taking that data out of is constantly moving. It's constantly changing. Problems you find and fix stay fixed most of the time. But then you've got the problem of new data going in that doesn't necessarily match what your expectations were coming out. So you have to find that, or you find it during go live, and that's never a good time to find a whole bunch of data problems. And then secondarily, as you are doing this, your configuration is moving. So the data the data coming out, if you're not testing it, it's possible that configuration change happens and it blows up your data migration and you never know it. So that's one reason for those industrial instances of attempting to migrate the data as much and as often as possible during the implementation. And that drives up the cost, but it also drives down the risk at go live on your data migration. So that large implementation I was talking about, I had 8 to 10 people. We ran 24/7 for 3 days to get all that data in. We got extremely, well over 99.9% of that data in at go live. And I had a lot of very junior people that were working with me. I was working on the overnight shift, and we finished on the overnight shift doing the load. We got done, we were stepping away, we were kind of pulling everything together. They looked at me and I said, that was just like every other Tuesday. And I'm like, well, yeah, that's kind of what it's supposed to be like, guys. That's why we practiced it as much as we did, is so that there wouldn't be a surprise. There's enough other things to go wrong without letting something as important as your data migration ride before it gets done.